Ride through the city like Brennan Schaub. I'm on a mission to get it all. Ride through the city like Brennan Schaub. If you ain't thick, please don't get involved.
And now, Brandon Thick Boy Schaub.
Yes, sir. What's poppin', fam? It's the best day of the week. We're live. Your boy is 6 minutes late. I apologize to everybody waiting. I am fresh off the gym with my two kiddos. We got there early. Got there at 9:30. I was like, all right, guys, we got about an hour of work, and then I'll drop you guys off, get to work, get to the studio. And they saw some deadlift record on the wall. Like, Dad, it's 58 pounds, a lot of weight. I went, it's not bad. And like, I bet you can't do it. I'm like, fellas, the workout's over. Please don't do this to your dad. I said, I bet you can't do it. I said, not only can I do it, but I don't need to warm up. I ended up doing it. My back is very tight now. Very tight. So that's why I'm late. I apologize. You can see on my Instagram story, I was making those boys end the workout with farmer's carry. It's good for these critters. How we doing, man? It's my favorite part of the week. Chatting with you guys. Friday's live chat is my favorite thing to do. Is the crew all here? Omar, Mikey, what up, man? Thunder Chunky, Fort Worth. What up, big dog? Love Fort Worth. Dylan Dog, we live. We are live. What up, Justy Lee? Cody, what up, man? Let's go, guys, and Gemma. Like, there's only one girl. Mikey Mukai, happy 250th. I know, right? It's my favorite time of the year, man. July 4th in Texas is so cool. After I'm going to leave here, I'm going to take my boys to the fireworks store. They're popping up everywhere. It's like, buy 5, get 1. I go big. That's my duty. So the neighborhood has a whole block party, like food trucks. I'm in charge of the fireworks, and I go all out. SB Young Blood, I'm so ready for McGregor Holloway. We got 8 days. 8 freaking days. Jesse Lee MMA, do you think Conor pulls a bigger number than the White House card? No, that'd be tough to do. He'll do damn well, but he ain't beating whatever they're at, 34, 36 mil. I don't think so, right? I don't think so. The cleaner, let's go, bro. We back to defend the Tom. Yeah. Omar, you see Alex posting quotes from the pod? Your quotes about Herb Dean's reffing? No.
I didn't see it either.
Look it up, Chin. Uh-oh. I always feel like no one's listening when I talk all this junk, and then when it goes elsewhere, I'm like, what? I said that? Kel Brambo, why haven't you been on the last few golden hours? So I can do these live chats, and it sucks zooming in. But I'll jump back in every now and then, but those boys can handle it. It sucks for me to zoom in. I feel like I'm messing up the flow. But those boys are great. Gravy Legs, we have a big festival and fireworks show here in Houston. It's going to be lit. Yes, sir. Justin Lee MMA, maybe USA-wise, Conor's number is bigger than the White House card. God, it's tough, though, because all the promo that they've done, and it reached so mainstream. The number's going to be dumb numbies, good numbies, but I can't see it beating the White House.
Can you ask him where he found it at?
What's up?
Can you ask him where he found it at?
Chin's asking where you found Poton posting the quotes about Herb Dean and me.
Check his Twitter and his
check his IG story, Chin. Usually if people put quotes, probably be on his IG story. Keep going.
There we go. Of course, I can't read it, though.
And you can't tag me, Poeton? And you're using a picture, whoever's made this, you're using a picture from, that's probably 12 years ago? Yeah, Omar says it's in his story, Chin. Chin sent that to me.
I got it.
I don't speak Portuguese, though, so who knows? We upstairs. SB Youngbloods, shouldn't you supplying that Korean barbecue this week for your fam? This fam's not out here.
I know, that's the thing. My parents aren't here.
Tyler, welcome to the club, big dog. Omar says, yeah, Brendan, it's an IG story. Yeah, usually put in the IG story. God, can you tag me, Poeton? Can we do that? Tyler 06, welcome to the club, big dog. Aaron Rainbolt.
There's a translation, Brendan, if you want to read it.
So this is a quote in Portuguese. The only reason you'll watch these 3 fights back to back is because those guys know Herb Dean isn't going to do a damn thing.
Your name.
Oh, meaning like the fighters can get away with it. Yeah, I stand by it. All right, they didn't misquote me. I'll take it. The Portuguese translation is not English. That's fine. Oh, dude, we got a new logo. Our boy Gorilla, is it Gorilla Design?
Graphics, I believe.
Gorilla Graphics. So if you look at the podcast art, we have a new logo. And we also got some merch ideas from the gentleman.
Graphic Gorilla.
Shout out to Graphic Gorilla. Last live, he said he's going to make something. Boy, did he make something. It's pretty lit. So if you look on your Spotify, Apple, on the YouTube, we have a new logo from our boy Gorilla. Thank you, Gorilla. And he made a dope-ass shirt. It's a play on the Diet Coke text. Karen Sutherland says, the new podcast picture on Apple and YouTube says Brendan Schaub minus the C. Heads up, dude. Look at it now, Bubba. Look at it now.
Time to,
Don't worry. It will update. Look at it now. It's way cleaner. Scott Dopes, I'm praying for a U.S. versus Canada matchup. Me too. We're going to dog walk you boys. I think we both have tougher games to get through. Eduardo, welcome to the club. Slowfit, hell yeah. Yeah, Gorilla killed it. Drew Casablanca, hey, B, you spelled your name wrong on the logo. I didn't do it, but also Graphic Gorilla crushed it, and it's fixed now. Denim Chicken, welcome to the club. Pub Dad says, I'm so hyped for Conor. I want to think he can win, but you think of anyone else that's made successful comeback after 5 years? Seems a mountain for him to climb. This thing with Conor, though, do you ever really count him out? Out of all the guys that have come through the UFC, is Conor really the one you want to doubt? Also, huge Max Holloway fan, but he's looking a little too thick for my liking for Max Holloway fan. Looking a little too thick. Conor looks damn good at 170. Damn good. Thunder Chunky, father of 3, 10, 6, and 2, former college baseball player doing the Lord's work. Where'd you play at, big dog? I'm assuming you got your kids into baseball. For sure the 10 and 6. 2's way too young. The Graphic Gorilla. I'm called Graphic Gorilla, not spelled gorilla. Not spelling gorilla.
Oh, because he's not good at spelling.
Oh, hilarious. I'm called the Graphic Gorilla, not spelling gorilla, y'all. I do graphics. Shout out to Graphic Gorilla, man. He's amazing. Thank you, sir. Graphic Gorilla, where do you live, dude? I assume UK? Mikey Mukai says, let's keep all our fingers and toes this weekend, right? Right? Abe, am I late? Nah, you're good, man. I was actually 6 minutes late. Kyle Carson Schaub, when you were younger, did you and your friends cause havoc for absolutely no good reason? We had a 9-iron named the Widowmaker that we used to tee off the mailboxes with. We'd like moon people, ding dong ditch. We used to TP people's houses. But nothing, you know, like some kids like, oh, I was throwing rocks off the highway. Like, what? No, we weren't trying to kill people. Denim Chicken says, yo, there's some BS trying to get on here. Had to use a VPN. Really? Interesting. Is anybody else having problems? Gravy Legs. Ever think about going live on Twitch or Kick? You pull more numbers on you pull more numbers on YouTube, and a lot of the new live streamers in those platforms could lead to a gambling deal too. I feel like I'm too old for Kick and Twitch, but I just do this, and Chin just airs it to Kick or Twitch. Let us know more about it. Coastal Carolina, badass school, bud. All right. I feel you. That's where he played base a lot. 10-year-old likes volleyball, not softball. Girl. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Graphic Gorilla, Edmonton. Canadian, eh? All right. Slowfit, plans for the 4th. Neighborhood does a big barbecue cookout. Your boy's in charge of the fireworks. I buy the big boys, and the kids go crazy. Also, burgers or dogs? Both. That's like titties or ass. Why pick? Rafi says, I don't think Conor can do it. I felt the same way about Max. I'm hoping he cuts down and come in a little light. I think Conor can do it. Rafi says his speed can be a huge factor in the fight, and his power. You know, this isn't Max from 5-6 years ago. Max did get dropped by Ilya. Max coming off a loss, right, from Charles. So it's a good time. Listen, it's a tough task. Drew Casablanca, question me, are you finally going to have some white American barbecue for July 4th, or is your lady bringing Mexican heat to the party? Nope. I put all a halt to that. We really go full white girl summer. July 4th, Christmas, we keep it American. Hot dogs, burgers, brats. My neighbor makes the best barbecue. It's all white, dude. We're talking deviled eggs, egg salad, potato salad. Come on, son. Jesse Lee says, hell, Rampage old ass is on there. I know, Rampage is a different bird, though. I'm not Rampage, right? Eduardo, Brendan the Tarantula Hawk Slayer. Yeah, the thing's fucking terrifying. Drew Casablanca, I agree with Schaub. Looks like Max is doing what Alex did and just got fat. Hope he still has speed. It's Max. You can never count him out. He's one of the best to ever do it. Scott Dobson, you got a few Canadian fans on the chat. I love Canada, man. Terrible politics, but great people, great sports, good athletes, great food. Pub Dad, who do you want to win the England versus Mexico game? I know your miss is Mexican, but you have English lineage. Come on, England. Yeah, I'm going for England, man. Don't tell wifey, but I'm going for England. Azuna, you see Max get his new Mustang delivered? He's living that lavish life. McGregor sleep in the gym, baby. Bring that up, Jim. What kind of Mustang did he get? Tell me he got a GTD. Or did he get the new Super Snake R? Hopefully something cool. Hopefully he didn't get some basic ass like Dark Horse or fucking.
No, I think I got a Dodge
GT. Is it a Dodge? I would
so.
assume it's a Dodge if it's the UFC. Dodge hasn't released really anything new. Do you get a Demon?
I think. Let me see. I saw the post earlier. This one right here.
Is that it down there?
It says Dodge official.
What up, guys? Max Holloway here. I'm proud to announce my new partnership with Dodge. Shout out to Dodge for hooking me up with a 2026 Dodge Charger Scat Pack. It's gas-powered with a 550 horsepower engine and the classic muscle car design.
Scat Pack.
They're cool. They're cool. There's definitely some cooler stuff to get. They're cool. All right, they're cool. I thought it was about to be the electric one. That was gonna hurt my feelings, and I would have told you he was gonna lose the fight. They're cool. They're cool. The old Charger's definitely better looking, especially with the Hellcat. But whatever, no here nor there. Scott Dobson, I was trying to avoid watching soccer, but man, these games have been good. Oh, dude, they're so good. I'm not the biggest soccer fan either, but World Cups must see TV. Alfie says, yo, Brent, looking to get my kid on creatine, but the missus isn't so sure. How did your girl feel about it? She trusts me. I'd never do anything to hurt my kiddos. But tell your girl, like, hey, are you cool if they eat steak? Because there's creatine in steak. So it's just a different way of delivering it. And it's good for their brain. Like, you want them to do better in school? You want them to be jacked? You want them to get chicks? They need creatine. That was my sell. Slurp says, need your thoughts be, the boys want to go up north. I'm in Michigan next weekend to the cabin. but there's no internet and I can't miss the Conor fight. I got to bail, right? 1,000%. 1,000%. Nick on this show is like, hey, man, I'm going to propose to my girl this weekend in Colorado. Hopefully we're back by Saturday because of the Conor fight. I'm like, oh, buddy, delay that. You can't. What are you doing? What are you doing? Slow Fit, creatine is the most studied supplement out there. Facts. Yes, Pub Dad. The big X factor with England is the altitude at Mexico. I think there's 7,500 1,000 feet in the air. It's gonna be tough, but I think they can do it. Patrick Martinez, Brennan looking sharp on the punch bag. I was all right. My hooks were wide. Did you see Mike Perry said Schaub versus me in bare knuckle? And I respond back and said, I'm down.
Oh, what?
I don't know how they're going to sanction that. Slow Fit, we're the homies, Black Ross, DJ Stona. I know. And is our girl Gemma on here? I haven't seen her yet.
I haven't seen her.
I love that you pronounce my name dope, son. Yeah, dude. Joey Mukbangs, you believe in the UFC cover curse? Everyone loses after getting on the cover. Is Max next? Similar to the Madden curse? Thanks for helping me lose 100 pounds to the Big Brown Slim Down. Hell yeah, dude. There's something to it, right? There's something to it. Also, by the time those guys get on the cover, they're at either the champs or at an elite level where they're fighting tougher competition or they're accepting all challengers, so it's going to be tough. Cody, is Conor winning bigger, more viral than Gaethje at the White House win? Probably, which is wild to say. Probably. Karen Sutherland, how do you think Dakota Ditcheva fares against UFC flyweights? Valentino, Dakota's a badass. I hope she comes to UFC before it's too late. She's on this sinking PFL Titanic ship. Girl, you got to jump off. You got to jump off. Dice Game Network. Perry needs to get juicer if he's going to hang. Yeah, I don't know what commission's going to clear it, but I'd be down. Josh, welcome to the club. Drew Casablanca, the regulars are probably working just like us. Yeah. Chris, welcome to the club, big dog. Thank you. Drew says it's 108 in Palm Springs today. Stay thirsty, boys. Whoa. Yeah, there's like a heat wave all around town, right? Or I'm sorry, all over the nation. Realize that. What up, Schaub? I was going to ask a question, but years ago, they tried. You want to read an excerpt from your book? He's like, yeah. One of the greatest clips of all time. Omar, Max cover curse loss already happened to him in the Charles fight. Yes and no. That fight was some bullshit. Charles Oliveira needs to give up that BMF title. That was some bullshit. Jesse, did you talk about Usyk wanting to box Jon Jones? That's wild. Bones would get boxed up bad. Yeah, I did. I don't see it happening because remember, Jones still under contract with the UFC. Chris says, do you have any desire to compete again in the fight or even a BJJ match, or we just want the bag? I don't know. It was like the right opportunity. I don't know. Right matchup maybe, but not really. Not really. I'd have put everything on hold, so I don't know. Tyler says, sup, Big Brown. Been a fan since I was 14. I'm now 29. God, I've been doing this forever. Got 2 twin girls on the way. Love it, dude. Dela Cruz, how do you Usman from PFL would do in the UFC in 155? How do you Usman? Where are we at?
I think it's around here somewhere.
Dope son facts. I don't want to get hit in the head. Brigham says, booked horse riding for the wives' B-day. Found out my fat ass was too heavy for the horse, so I had 10 days to lose 10 kilos. I'm over 100 hours into the fast. Ever done one? I've done some fasts. Not 100 hours, But also, how much do you weigh, big dog? Because they had a horse for me when I was in Montana riding with the fan. His name was Refrigerator. He was just for the big boys. Slow fit. Joe still making those fire wings. She hasn't in a hot second, but I'm sure she will. The graphic gorilla. Man, working ain't so bad when there's a big brown live and it's a Friday. Facts, dude. Cody, small business owner, flooring installer. Nothing else I'd rather let's do while working. Thanks, brother. Years ago. What up, Andrew? Scott D's nuts. Welcome to the club. AJ Reese, thank you, sir. Thank you. You too. Happy 4th. Andrew Reyes says, you said the UFC contracts are airtight. Is it the same for other organizations like PFL? If UFC comes knocking and the big money isn't easy for the fighters to leave? If UFC comes knocking with big money, isn't it easy for fighters to leave? I think most of those other leagues know how big of a deal it is for them to get to the UFC, so they usually let them out of their contract, typically, unless they're a champion or a big name. But no, the PFL and these other organizations that the contracts aren't as airtight or restrictive as the UFC. Josh, yo, B, theoretically, if I just bought a 2,500 Cummins, would a def delete increase the reliability long term? Theoretically, of course, absolutely, dude. Better engine temps. There's too many issues with def, dude. It makes no sense. And look into the actual reason why def and all that bullshit and the regulations why there's def. It's a nightmare. It's such a restrictive thing for your engine. Ditch it, Bubba. Go on that diet. Joey says, do you remember doing stand-up at the brewery in Bakersfield? I seen their way back. Been a fan since the tough days. Yeah, it's one of the best spots, dude. That brewery out there in Bakersfield, that was a great time. Pub Dad, out of the current UFC roster, who could make a legitimate run in boxing? Anyone? No. Like, actually be like a legit contender in the boxing? Nobody. Just like no boxing come to the UFC. Slow fit. King Green versus T-Rex. I know, dude. ALC, yeah. Josh Deline def only deletes your def issues, which can cause a lot of issues. Yeah, ALC? I don't fuck with def, dude. Gotta let those engines breathe, big dog. The cleaner. Any other fights on the Conor card besides Paddy and the main event you're hyped for? It's kind of a sick card. King Green versus T-Rex is an insane one. Let me see the whole card. Corey Sandhagen and Bautista. I'm never mad when Corey fights. I can't believe Whitaker and Krylov is your prelim main event. Gable Steveson, I'm excited for that. Cody Garbrandt, Adrian Yanez is amazing. Luke Riley's always fun. Tracy Cortez, never mad at. Yeah, the whole card's fucking great, man. The whole card's good. Those prelims are so lit. Brandon Royval's back. Yeah, the whole card's great, dude. I'm excited for all of it. Where are we at here?
On here.
Kid Nicholas, 22. As a friend or family member, what is the one trait you have that you're most proud of? I don't know. Good question, brother. I don't know. That's a good question. You'd have to ask them. I'm always positive. Even when the storm we're in the middle of the storm, your boy's always positive. Always, always, always. Wavy_Tiger. What up, dog? TVG says, what up, squad? Schaub, you know, busting with the boys, guys, they just did a tight end university with all the pros and brought some kids out to learn. Hit them up for next year. Could be sick with the kiddos. Oh, Tiger would love that, and he's a tight end. Yeah, my boy Willie B and Taylor, they got to hit me up, man. Those are my guys. Thomas says, I know you like ignoring me because of Nick. He is awful. But anyway, still, I love you and Chin. I have 17 years. Man, you got a real issue with Nick. I don't get why you guys be mad at Nick. It's like the Tom Aspinall thing. Doesn't make any sense. Thank you, Eduardo. Denim Chicken says, on your show this week, Fazeev card was labeled as Macau. And you said it a couple times during the show as well. I live in Macau. Wish it was here, but it wasn't. Where was it at?
Oh, Baku.
Maku. I hear you, man. ALC, by the way, I'm a diesel tech, so I'm not talking on my ass. Yeah, I hear you. Listen to ALC, not me. AJ, be cool if you could get Sugar on the pod. Y'all are my favorite people. Yeah, I love Sugar. We don't do Zooms, man, so if he's ever in town. Thunder Chunky still in touch with Mike Stud. We text back and forth. That's my guy. Diller Cruz says, my bad, I'm at work. I meant to, do you think Usman Nurmagomedov would do in the UFC at 155? He'd do really well. I don't think he comes in and just mops the floor with people. The fact people think he's just going to come over be champ is insane. Gimmer says, I can see everything you comment. You've only said hi today. No one's ignoring you, bud. Yeah, facts. No one's ignoring you, bud. We try not to.
Oh, real quick.
This is George James. Appreciate your donation, brother. Jesus. He says, Bryan, what up, dude? Just want to say love the content. Love hearing the stories about the boys. Would be cool to see them and your girl on here one day. If Conor wins or Max, what's next for the winner and loser? All love. Thank you, brother. For Conor, I went over it, I think on Thursday. Yeah, yesterday's show. For Conor, I think if he can cut down 55, it's Justin Gaethje. Islam, they're going to give him the world, right? So it could be an Islam fight. Who knows? If Ian Machado Gary wins, that'd be that in Dublin. I see Paddy Pimblett being the curveball in there. For Max, I don't know if it moves the marker for him. He's already a legend. So for Max, does beating Conor at 70 get him a title shot against Justin Gaethje? A rematch? I don't know. It's a weird one, right? For Max, it's a weird one. With these other boys coming up, like Yair Rodriguez, do you do Yair Max at 55? Do you do Diego Lopez Max at 55? Like, there's some fun ones for him, especially now he's a legend. Slowfist says, saw you reposted the U.S. soccer view numbers. Is it sad that soccer pulls more numbers than the UFC? No. It's soccer, dude. It's the biggest sport in the world, yeah? Scott Dobson, do them upgrades, dog. Don't tell him. Brad says, Schaub, did anyone else think you were black besides Kimbo? One of my favorite podcast moments. Go back to the chat, Chin. One of my favorite podcast moments ever. UFC missed the boat not airing that. I know. I don't think they could. No. I think everyone else knew I was in black. They didn't know what I was. Most people don't. Pub Dad, if you could pick one athlete in any sport and transition them to MMA, who would it be? Be fun to take like the Bosa brothers or the Watt brothers and turn them to MMA. They'd be a fucking problem. Austin says, I met you at Columbus Funny Bone and when you did stand-up in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Also, one of my best friends, Pedro, gave you and your crew a tour at the Revs Institute for Historical Vehicles in Naples. Oh, yeah. I think my brother still talks to your boy, Pedro. Pedro's awesome, man. And the Rev Institute's insane if you're a car guy. AJ Reese, can't wait for the OKC fights. That's my backyard. Who do you go, dude? That's going to be a great fight night. Great fight night. DDP or Usman? Usman being the 3-1 dog's insane. That's going to be a damn good fight. I'm leaning towards DDP, but would not be surprised if Usman pulls that off. Jesse says, they usually don't have the best card when Conor headlines. Yeah, because they don't need it. And he demands so much money, they don't want to keep spending on that card, so they usually just bank it on Conor. But this card's good. Brigham says, watch you live in Melbourne, Australia a few years back. Dude, that must have been 10 years ago, Bubba, at least. You were hilarious. The Steven Seagal bit crushed. Dude, I don't remember that bit. I know I'd make fun of Steven Seagal, but I forget the bit. Damn, Rafi. I never mind watching Tracy Eyelashes get punched off. She's always fun to look at. Yep, pretty lady. She can fight her ass off, too. Omar says, hey, man, question about your time on Tough. When Kimbo walked in, you said, F that guy. Was there a deeper reason for that, or was it more your competitive nature? Both. Because they lined up 15 guys, and I was like, damn, all right, I see Roy Nelson, right, former champion. I see all these guys, right? And then Roy goes, there's one miss, and I heard it's going to be Fedor. So we thought Fedor was going to walk through the door. We literally thought Fedor was going to walk through the fucking door. And so it was Kimbo. They're giving like this special treatment that, you know, it's a reality show for you guys. For me, it was a way to get my ticket to the chocolate factory, man, to make a career in the UFC. So when it was Kimbo, the first time the nation is introduced to me who were watching that is me saying, fuck this guy. So people thought I was like arrogant based off that. But in my mind, I thought Fedor's walking through the door. Joey Muckbag says, would you ever do mukbang content? Jim, what's that?
Mukbang. Remember, all just eating on camera?
Oh, I thought it was something else.
Bang.
I thought it was something else. Like, how dare you? I have 570,000 followers on TikTok doing live eating videos since I only eat one meal a day. That's how I lost 100 pounds. Good for you.
Oh, shit.
I don't know where to be. I don't know what mukbang is, Bubba.
I think, honestly, Brent, you would do good. Because you can eat a lot, right?
No.
What?
That's a misconception. No, I can't eat that much.
I've eaten with you many times. Well, you eat fast at least.
I eat fast.
Yeah.
I don't eat like a ton of food. Alfie says, who's your top 3 favorite British fighters at the moment? Tom Aspinall, for you freaking haters out there. British. Top 3. Paddy's probably my favorite. In no specific order, Darren Till, Paddy, Tom Aspinall. Zito coaching Dragon today. Thanks for the energy. You got it, brother. Travis says, if it gets any hotter, so I'm going to have to scrape my nuggets off the ground like the dog on Joe Dirt. Dude, that scene was hilarious. Karen Sutherland, me and my brother were meant to see you in London for the comedy before. Oh, dude, then COVID just said, no, you're not. Kid Nicholas, my girl said I need to go to Shabaholics Anonymous. Austin says, also, oddly enough, I know the crazy Mike Wessel. He ran gym. We ran jiu-jitsu out of for a short time. Yeah, good dude. Just had that lapse in judgment when he got drunk on the show. Stephanie Combs says, Willie B married a friend of mine. Willie B, for 106.7?
I think you're talking about bussin'.
Talking about who?
Bussin' with the boys.
Oh, word. The cleaner, I've been patiently waiting for this Tom Aspinall debate to kick off. There's really no debate, though, dude. People either think he's faking and ducking, or you're a fan of his. Or you're just like, I don't know, man. I just want to see him fight. Jackson Smooth, if you fight Mike Perry and BKFC, we got to have Elliot Page versus Callen as the co-main event. Jesus, dude. None of those are getting sanctioned.
Right around here.
No Sleep Dad, you have a favorite game you played at CU? I saw you play in the 2004 Rocky Mountain Showdown at Folsom. Cordell Stewart was on the sidelines. Yes, sir. Dude, 2004 Rocky Mountain Showdown was a great one for me because I pancaked that dude when Lawrence Vickers scored the touchdown. That was a big one. We got up talking shit. Favorite game? When we played Kansas, the game was tied, and I blocked the punt, and then my boy Brooks scooped and scored a touchdown, and that, like, changed the tides, and we ended up winning the Big 12 North. That was a good one for me.
Jesus.
Denim Chicken. By the way, thanks for all the content. Been listening to you, who knows for how long, since college, over 10 years. First time could make it to live since I'm in Macau with a new baby boy. 12 a.m. here. Had to VPN for the donate also. Why is that, brother? Denim Chicken, thank you for the donation, dude. You didn't have to do that, but thank you.
Just different places. I
VPN,
think.
They don't allow you to watch?
Yeah, sometimes.
Is it because things I say or what?
No. Like if we went to some other country, sometimes we can't watch stuff from here.
Oh, wow.
You need VPN.
Bro C Grenade, welcome to the club, man. Drew Casablanca, hey Big B, out of all your punches, what was your opinion your best strike? Overhand right, slip up cut, left cross. I'm curious what you worked on the most and loved. Probably the jab, man. Probably the jab. That's what won me a ton of fights and set everything up. G-Funk says, do you miss LA or do you miss the money here? If so, what about it and why? And how has the transition been to Texas? I've been wanting to move for years, but afraid to leave because there's so much money to be made in LA. Been here 35 years. So when you say, do you miss LA or do you miss the money here? What do you mean money? It depends what business you're in, man. But for me, things are better here, brother. Things are better. But it's just like my job. I don't have to be, in LA or Miami or New York. Like for what I do, I can kind of do it anywhere. I guess I'm limited with guests out here, if you mean that. But it's not really my cup of tea anymore. But yeah, I'm curious. What do you mean by money? Depends what you're in, man. It depends what field you're in.
Yeah, I'd love to know what he does too.
Yeah,
because
there's definitely benefits of moving here, right? Tax reasons, other stuff, freedom. Thunder Chunk, you have a show for you to watch. I haven't heard you talk about it, but Animal Kingdom, based out of Oceanside, California. Ever seen it? No. Rafi says Gary versus Conor in Dublin. I could see that happening. They could do that even if they both lose, yeah?
Of course, they could do it anytime.
Yeah. Rosie Grenada, how are you thinking Conor McGregor is looking with the little footage we have? Do you think he will be anywhere near what he was, or who would you put your money on? Dude, I'm such a Conor fan. This is the best I've seen as far as his mental space, and I like that he's not showing much footage and he's not doing all the wild shit he usually does. It looks like he's pretty locked in because he knows the ride's over if he messes this up. So and just physically, he looks healthy. He looks in the right frame of mind. He looks strong, looks big, strong. So he's checking all the boxes. But again, it's a tough fight, man, after 5 years off. Thunder Trunk says, I couldn't stop laughing at your take on the fighter and the kid regarding Mbappe's quotation marks girlfriend. Yeah, I don't know if that's a thing or what, dude, but he's a hell of a player. God, I don't want France to win. I just don't F with France. How about that? Thomas, don't sweat it, brother. You're good, man. Don't worry about that stuff. We appreciate you being here. Joey Mookbangs, which fight have you been most nervous for while watching as a fan? Mine was you versus Travis Brown, to be honest. I wanted you to win so damn bad. Thanks, brother. I get really nervous. I was nervous for Justin Gaethje I really, you know what it is? When I want someone to do well, I want them to win, I get really nervous. I root hard for Josh Hokett because of his background. I get nervous when he fights. There's a few guys. Conor, especially. I'll be nervous when Tom Aspinall comes back just because I get nervous when there's a lot on the line for guys. It could be anyone, man. I get nervous. I get nervous when Corey Sandhagen fights. I've known that kid for a hot second. There's a lot, man. There's a lot. There's a lot of guys I get nervous in general when I watch fights. It's triggering to me in a good way. Tyler says, B, if they don't give Armin the title shot, do you see Justin trying to get his back against Charles or Max, assuming Max wins versus Conor? No, I don't think so, because that's not like a huge fight for Justin, right? I mean, for his own reasons, but I think he's trying to do dumb numbies. Armin's going to fight Charles, 5-round main event. Wavy Tiger says, what up, Schaub? Switching gears here. Any cool lacrosse stories? Big hits, fights, any dope natives you played against? We shoot lacrosse content across the globe. We're digging the chats. Love lacrosse. It's crazy. Lacrosse is big here in Texas. And my kids are kind of looking at it like, Dad, is lacrosse cool? I'm like, it's the coolest, man. For me, with lacrosse, like, best shape I was ever in is when I was playing lacrosse for Whittier College. We were ranked number 2 in the nation. We ran so much, man. We ran so much, and our team was so damn good. For me, lacrosse, especially in high school, right? I was a freshman, I made varsity, and one of the reasons I made varsity is because I was so aggressive, and I couldn't believe that you could hit guys like that, and they weren't privy to it. So I was blindsiding guys like it was NFL fucking Hard Knocks because they didn't know. Like, most guys would go for the ball and, like, hit, and I was just, like, blindsiding. I was Bobby Boucher. I was fucking lighting dudes up, and they're like, oh, my God. I'd get warnings all the time, and then eventually the skills, the left and right hand caught up with it, and it was fun, man. I love lacrosse. Love lacrosse. Gemma's here. What up, girl? Cody, if Max wins in fantastic fashion, could we get Justin versus Max too? Yeah, possibly, for sure. Dude, this Ryan Biting is such. This might be Brian Battle's burner account because I've never seen someone bring up Brian Battle so much. Brendan, do you ever think Brian Battle could come back to the UFC? I kind of miss him. P.S. I love being a brownie. Yes. I'd never say no. You know. Kid Nicholas Chin, what's your email? Send it to thefighterandthekidshop@gmail.com. Bring him. Yeah, I don't remember that Seagal bit at all, dude. Isn't that weird? I haven't done so long. A lot of that stuff I forget. ALC says, have you seen all the sports fixing that's been happening? Would it be better for sports to not have the point spread released till the day of the sport event? Sports fixing what? I haven't seen it. Carl Ralph, you're hilarious. Any point in having the TFATK Patreon anymore? It's not like Callen's going to do any extra content for it. Scott Dopeson, Tough 10 is the best season they ever did. Agree. The rivalry between Rashad and Rampage was must-see TV. If you're feeling froggy, then jump. Maybe one of the greatest sequences in TV. Yeah, they actually hated each other. It was such a fun time. That was such a fun time. Where are we at? You moved it, Ginster.
I know.
Dice Game Network says, Chinster, man, we can't have Brendan slipping saucy noodles on cam. Come on, I'm with you, dude. I don't know what's going on with that. Bro C. Granada, who's your favorite fighter of all time? There's too many. It'd be too tough to list. Too tough. A big Frank Mir fan. I like Lesnar, Nog, Shogun, Crow Cop, Fedor. Vanderlei Silva, Verdum. There's so many. It'd be tough for me to pick one. That's hilarious, Slow Fit. You might be right. Dylan D, have a cold one for me, man. Glad you're here. Eduardo. Oh, that's funny. Drew Casablanca, Brendan, when you were in comedy, what was the number one set that was your absolute best and that you'll never forget? Dude, I don't remember any of it. My girl's asking me the other night. She's like, if Rogan has to do a set, the mother set tonight, were you remembering the sets? I'm like, no, I don't think so. Azteca Cali 3. Thank you for the donation, brother. Have you ever gotten emotional watching your kids play baseball? My autistic 6-year-old son played for the first time. I teared up when he got his first hit. If you don't, something's wrong with you, man. All the time, brother. All the time. All the time. Yeah, it's crazy to see. It's so crazy. My favorite part is seeing him do all this hard work, and when you see it pay off, I get emotional. Fuck, dude. And especially like when Tiger's pitching, he's cooking, man. And there's something special about when T's pitching, and he's lighting kids up. Dude, buddy. Brew, thank you, dude. Keep going down, Chin. Scott says, speaking of Aspinall, has there ever been a fighter under contract that was able to renegotiate the contract? I've been following you for 30 years. I don't remember anyone. I don't think so. None I can recall. No. None that did it and it worked out for. Austin says, has Netflix already dropped the ball not carrying momentum off their recent MMA card? I don't understand how hot they were leading to the fight and things we're saying. Yeah, but their thing, because we're such MMA fans and UFC fans, you're thinking it's going to be like, they're going to tease the next one. But Netflix and MVP, they're just in the game of spectacle. So one big event. They could have done it where they kind of tease the next date, but they literally have nothing coming up because there's no way to do it. That's the problem. Travis says, also super hyped to make the live today. Been listening for years. I listen to everything you put on. Just work full-time outside. Never get the chance. Love it, dude. AJ says, Schaub, it would be dope to see you on a hunting show with Cam Haynes. Maybe you, Joe, and Cam. I paid to see it. Yeah, I was supposed to do it, but Cam gave me like a day notice. Adam Ramos, thank you, brother. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Pub Dad says, dude, how long are your arms? You look jacked. I think it was like, I was like 78 when I was fighting. Abe says, did you see Diego Lopez was maybe eyeing a fight with Armin or Charles? That'd be a great way to introduce himself at 55. Armin would be a fucking nightmare for him, but he's good on the ground. Jesse says, who all here got a chance to see Brendan's fight in person? I don't know. Oh, buddy, Alfie. Yo, Brendan, I'm pretty sure you're the one who put me on that TV show From. This new season has been so poor. Nothing fucking happens, dude. What is this, season 4, right? And like, stay tuned for season 5. I'm like, beat it, nerds. Nothing happens. That show's so freshing, but you kind of got to stick with it if you've been invested for 4 freaking seasons. Denim Chicken says, on board with you about the Herb and Gone stuff, but after listening to Big John discuss it for 40 minutes with Ariel, he makes some good points, and just see if it would change your thinking. Yeah, I need to listen to it. I love Big John. Dice Game, as a 49ers fan and Fresno State alum, I also root for Hokett. Yeah. Slowfit, isn't it wild how nervous we get watching your favorite fighters that can't sit down and start pacing? Yeah. If the fight's really good, I'd never sit down. We're all going to be nervous next Saturday watching Conor together. That's when you'll see me nervous. I just want him to win. Pub Dad says, do you think Conor's biggest problem will be his cardio as always? It was never great, and now he's huge. I can't be great. I know. But even if this fight was at 55, 45, 70, 85, Conor's chances diminish after a round and a half, no matter what weight class, you know? D-Hunt, I will watch Animal Kingdom. Karen Sutherland, do you have the Ferrari F430? Sold that one. I had the F8, had the F12. Yep. No Ferraris right now, brother. Andrew, how much of an issue will ring rust be for Conor? It was a problem for Tom. Conor has a final. It's going to be a problem, for sure. But again, with him, but because his style is a little different, we'll see. We'll see, you know. AJ Reese, is there an address we can send fan mail to? No, we should probably figure one out here in Texas. We had one in LA, but we don't have one here now. I'll figure something out. Ravishing One, welcome to the party. Chris Baxter, you caught up on Love Island? No, I haven't watched since really that poppin' season in the UK. Carlos, what up, man? Slowfit, do you think it's smart for Armin to fight Charles rather than wait for his title fight? Charles is more than capable of derailing his hype train. Agree. Yeah, that first fight was super close, and Charles was coming back in that third round. I think for Armin, he just needs to fight, man. He's done a great job marketing himself, but you gotta fight in the UFC, man. We gotta get going here. I just see him on streams with Nina all the time, which is cool, but you gotta fight, Bubba. Sean J. Murph says, I know you consider Joshua Van an American fighter, but I believe he immigrated here from Myanmar due to war stuff. He's always carries the flag, so would still feel the same. Consider that. It's a loose one, right? We'll claim him because he's champ, and we're looking for American champs. I wish he would carry a Texas flag out to get more of the American fan base around him. Like, you can do both, dude. But listen, it's whatever he wants to do. Bro C. Grenada, do you ever think we would see Conor versus Ilya if Conor wins? Yes. Definitely could see that. Yeah, so to your point here, ChatGPT, Joshua Van is an American citizen. He was born in Hakka, Myanmar. And he was around 10 years old. His family fled the country's conflict, first moved to Malaysia at age 12. Then he immigrated to the United States, settled in Houston. Yeah, I just wish he would carry a Texas flag or American flag, like both. Mav Miller says, no shade on Aspinall, but I think he wants the new deal before Gon because Gon put a little bit of doubt in his mind. And he thinks the possibility of losing? Oh, no. I don't think so, Bubba. No. Gamma Girl, what up? Thomas says, I love Hokit. BS, what they are doing to Tom, UFC is shit, and they're doing to him. Yeah. Ramirez says, what's next for Aspinall? If he gets eye poked again, since guys know you win, he won't get penalized. I think Aspinall beats the absolute brakes off Cyril God next. That's what, and I'm pretty sure I bet Black Ross on here already about it.
Let me find again.
You were close. Right here.
Is you sure? Let me go up a little more.
Ben, welcome to the party. Almost missed it. What up, fam? What up, Jermaine? Ryan Byting, do you ever go back and watch Tough? My kiddos like to watch it, so I'll see some with them, and then I'll leave when they continue watching it. Slowfit, tell us the truth, B. Was that door real, that Rampage ripped? If it wasn't, they didn't make us privy to it. It seemed a little flimsy, yeah?
It's just a cheaper door.
Yeah, it might just be a cheap-ass door. The Shia Show says, do you remember when you and Callen interviewed Conor McGregor on TFATK? So what did your takeaway from meeting him? Love Conor. Yeah, he was cool. He was cool there. They didn't have us long with him, but then me and Conor went to dinner, lunch, I forget, in Venice together at the Firehouse. Great dude. ALC says, 2 NBA players were recently indicated in sports fixing. Oh, you're saying from a while ago, right? Like Chauncey Billups and those boys? Adam Ramos. Yo, what up, Brendan? I'm home to see you. No work today. Love it. Omar, damn, Fedor on Tough would have been insane. Yeah, I mean, they had Big Country on there with, over 25 fights. We thought Fedor was, and remember, it was at the time too when Fedor was, they were like in negotiations with him, so we thought he was coming in. Joey Mukbang says, did you hear about the Brandon Ayuk drama with the 49ers? Says he's going to Washington. How would my Cubs look on the 49ers with Bosa? I hear the 49ers trying to get him. No, I don't know what's going on with Brandon. They better figure it out, though. They need that guy at receiver. Devo the Dude. People forget the absolute legendary run that Anderson Silva had. Oh, dude. Super special. Super special. Ben Washington, Brendan, long-time listener here, first-time caller. Our Aussies are about to kick off against Egypt. What's your tip and pick the exact score for the game for me to put a bet on? What's your prediction? Ooh, dude. I would not listen to me betting on soccer. But I will take the Aussies. Jordan Young, would you fight on a Jake Paul MVP card? I'll fight Jake Paul on there. Omar, 85. Didn't Conor just renegotiate his contract? Or is there questions about getting out of the contract? That's a little different because his contract is based off pay-per-view points, so they had to renegotiate under the new terms with Paramount since there's no pay-per-view, I assume. But I see what you're saying. Ryan Biting, hot take, that Netflix card sucked. Yeah, it's not even a hot take, dude. I think we all agree. Lando Cruises, how many Brendan Schaubs would it take to beat Francis? 1. Ryan Biting, the only person that can beat Brendan Schaub is Chael. Me and Chael used to train together. The Cleaner, I think MVP should partner with Bellator or PFL so they can headline legit Netflix card. Nah, that's not doing numbies, man. Those are both sinking ships. You need big names. Bobby Hampton, you ever break your hand when you were fighting? Yes. Yeah, this big scar here, Bubba. Yeah, I broke in football, I broke a damn near every finger. And then fighting, I broke my thumb, broke my pinky, fractured both these. I don't have any issues, though. Jesus, Ryan Biting. 360, what up? Shoot us certification. I didn't get to see him fight live. Saw him twice at the Wilbur. God, Wilbur was special. Chris Lamb, what up, brother? Andrew Riot, dude, saw you post Gearheads Gone Wild on your YouTube. That means we're getting the season 2. We'll see, dude. To fill my contract, I have to put all 4 episodes on my YouTube, even though it's a fight channel. Here's the thing, though. We put the first episode up, and it got flagged due to the music. But it's generic AI music, so we got to figure that out. 360, finally caught alive. What up, brother? Adam Ramos, question, Brendan, do you have your own rookie card from the UFC? I don't have my rookie card, but I have like some of the Crow Cop ones. Drew, I agree with Brendan. Yeah, literally. And no one dies this season? It's terrible, man. ZTO coaching, Justin beats Armin. He could. It's a tough fight for him, though. Stephanie, you might need a wireless mic for the fights. Look like Matt Rife up here. Chris Baxter, 5503. Bryan is one of my faves, but does it bum you out how little he puts into TFATK? The show was your baby for a while. how to answer that. No, I just think me and Bryan did great things, man. I still love him. You know, that's my brother. We did great things. It is what it is. Like, you know, it's been, 12, 13 years, you know? So I get it. I get it. Jordan Young says, if Paddy subs BSD, do they give him a title shot? Just a rematch? It was a five round fun one. Could stack the card, it would be great. Not, they wouldn't give him a title fight so soon. If Paddy subs BSD, I think they do Paddy versus Ilya. I think Paddy versus Ilya makes a lot of sense. Joe Rigg, new member today, fan since 2016. Joe from Cornwall, UK. Love these lives. Thanks, dude. Good luck to your England versus Mexico. Thomas, Brendan, did you finish the show? I Will Find You. Nope, I'm on like episode 6. My family loves it. I fell asleep during episode 3. I'm a little lost, but all good. Appreciate you, Javi. Denim Chicken, can you do a mini breakdown for Gable versus Hokit? Gable stand-up looks so rough, but so explosive. Hokit is so unusual. Amazing fight for the future division. I'll break it down when they're going to fight. I wouldn't do a pre-breakdown right now because it's not fair to Gable. He has so far to go to get to Hokit's level, especially in the UFC. So as they get going, I will. I bet those two fight eventually. Pub Dad, I thought season 4 from was decent. It's all right, man. The first 2 seasons were so good. Get it, Mike Street. Chris Lamb says, what's Tim Kennedy been up to? Haven't seen much of him lately. My brother is a Green Beret for the last 12 years. Him and his teammates don't have much good to say about him. I was a fan, but not now. Yeah, I loved him. I don't know what to tell you. Loved Tim, stand by Tim. As far as that, like, valor shit, stolen valor, I don't know. I'm not in that world at all in any facet. I just know Tim as a training partner and as a dad and a businessman, and he's one of the best people that I've ever met in my life, and I loved him. As far as that stuff goes, I don't know what to tell you, brother. I have nothing to do with it, nor should I even comment on it. It's just not my world, you know? But I know Tim as a human here, and he's great. Kobe says, hey, B, are you going to be making picks on the Conor card? Hell yeah, we are, dude. But next week, I can't blow my wad on Friday's live show. We got to save that for next week.
Is it around here?
Cassius Cam says, I'm just a blue-collar dude that's been training for 20 years. How do I get on brand risk and beat some YouTuber for clout? You probably gotta have a following, man. I assume that's how brand risk works. They're just not gonna take some dude and have him beat up one of these big name YouTubers, you know? And if you've been training for 20 years, you might be a problem. So they're like, why would they take some random dude to beat up this YouTuber, you know? Fair, Pub Dad. Fair point. He goes, I mean, if I had the choice of fighting or spending time with Nina Drama, I know what I'd choose. Yeah, fair point, brother. Great point. Mike Street says, Conor will get dog walked. Too much time off in the leg. Max will remind him the silk sheets are better than getting punched in the face. Maybe. Maybe, brother. Maybe. Who knows? We're going to find out. Real Ice Out says, do you think moving down south changed you in any way? I'm born and raised in Alabama. I thought you would fit in so well. Thanks, dude. I'm just less stressed out here, man. I fit in better here, if that makes sense. I align with a lot of people out here, you know, family first. Yeah, it's just a better fit for me. It's great. It's awesome. Scott Dobson says, Yo, B, do you have a favorite fight you saw in person? Used to work security at Rogers Arena, Vancouver, and I was sitting right next to Chuck's girlfriend when he broke Franklin's arm and got KO'd. Favorite fight I saw in person? I'm trying to think all the fights I've seen, man. Oof. I mean, it was cool being backstage, or I was actually standing in the hallway when Jones and Gus Finn were fighting after I beat Crow Cop. That was a pretty special one. Drew Casablanca, okay, B, what's the drip for 4th of July? We're going to see you in the red, white, and blue vest? Probably, right? I did have my American, the U.S. soccer jersey on tape, but I've wore it like 4 days in a row, and I was like, I'll save it for tomorrow. I feel like even my neighbors are like, all right, dude, take it easy. So I might get the vest out. Javi says, I am pretty for Joshua Van. It's pride for the roots and his culture, but he's 100% American at heart. Just like all of us with different backgrounds and cultures, we love America. Yeah, I'm just from a endorsement from fans. I think it would go a long ways if he walked out with a Texas flag. That's all I'm saying. Brosi Granada, do you think Ilya's face is healed, or do you think they're using AI? I think people heal surprisingly fast, especially at his age. Mike Sheets, don't get me wrong, I'm pulling for Conor, but I have many doubts. We all do. Thomas, no shit, man. I was at your fight with Ben Rothwell in Atlanta, 7-hour drive from my city in Tampa. Told my girl we need a 225-pound division. Facts. That was a tough night, brother. Chris Baxter, when you and Conor go out to eat, who jumps on that bill? I paid for it. But the Firehouse in Venice isn't like a fancy place. It's a bodybuilder place right by Gold's Gym. It's one of my favorite restaurants. My uncle Pax used to take me there when I was a kid. There you go, Chris Lamb. Not a Tom fan, but it's easy to know how undeniable he is. Yeah, he's so talented, man. Interesting. D. Lango says, did TJ Dillshaw's ego ruin his life and career? His shoulder dislocated 20 times in camp against Aljo, and now he can't lift his arm over his head. Is winning a title worth consequences like that? Yeah. I'm sure if you asked TJ, he would say yeah. Didn't ruin his life. It's not an ego thing. It's a competitive thing, you know? CTO coach says, I bought a 2015 V6 Camaro. How bad did I fuck up? Not good, Bubba. We should have went for the SS, huh? The V8. Brosi Grenade, do you collect any UFC memorabilia? No. If it's stuff from my day, if I could find it, I would, but no. Abe says, yo, in your opinion, why do you think Ian Gary doesn't gel with the fan base? One thing that throws me off his pre-fight talk is nothing like how he fights. Yeah, I think it's a number of things. I think, he's not finishing guys. So that pisses people off. And he's in a lot of main events, so it's a lot of decisions. So he doesn't risk a ton. So I think that rubs people the wrong way. I think the fact that he's from, Ireland, but claims Brazil, changed his wife's name, and then the whole cuck thing kind of really fucked him over, and people jumped on that. But he's an amazing fighter, and he seems like a good dude. But, yeah, I think there's a number of things I would do different if I was him. And then sometimes sometimes guys just don't gel with the fan base. There's certain traits for whatever reason that people don't fuck with them. But I'd imagine if you guys met Ian Gary on the street, you would love him. But then, the internet's a different world, and the fans can get influenced by that too. Omar says, man, I wasn't a big fan of Big Country on there. It just seems like an arrogant dude and seemed delusional. Obviously a huge pro advantage. I wasn't a fan. Also heard he wasn't even country. No, he's not country. He's from Vegas, I'm pretty sure. Big Country's awesome. Wasn't arrogant at all. He's a really good dude. Chris, did you ever go see the new Jackass movie? Yes, my kids love Jackass. They love that movie. Dude, I teared up in that movie because I grew up with him, and Johnny Knoxville starts crying saying it's the last one. I'm like, oh, shit, I'm about to cry too. These are my guys. Oh, fuck, dude. Patrick Martinez says, do you still work with your girl in the pool? How's it going? I know how tough it can be. My son was born blind. Now 17, graduated this year. It's been tough. I'm so sorry, brother. I'm so sorry. Yeah, we work with her all the time, man. She's doing great. She's doing a lot better. Still, still a far cry from perfect, but at least she's moving around, man. Black Ross, how late am I? You didn't miss much, brother. Jermaine, thank you, brother. AJ Reese says, did you see where Malik Beasley and Ed Davis were indicated on federal charges in the massive sports scaling scheme? That's the NBA shit, right? Yeah. Those boys, it's not good. Keep going down, Chin.
It's probably going to jump, so just be prepared.
Okay, right. I'm ready for the jump.
Oh, that's around...
keep going.
Going down?
Yeah, going down. Keep going. Keep it going. Right there's cool. 360 Psych says, I never forget the time my buddy and I drove 2.5 hours to Tacoma, Washington to see Brendan at Tacoma Comedy Club, great club, and realized I bought tickets for the day before. You still got us in the show, though. Yeah, I got you, brother. I got you. Drew, thank you, sir. Ryan, thank you, sir. Slowfit says, if Gable loses his debut, would that be the biggest upset despite it being his first in the fight in the UFC? No, not the biggest upset. No. I mean, odd-wise, it's up there, but, how many fights? 4 fights? 5? Like, Pub Dad says, I always thought Ilya would smash Paddy, but after just a fight, Ilya needs the KO fast, so he's fucked. Paddy's too big. Paddy's tough, too, that's a fucking... I agree with you. It's a very tough fight, but... don't sleep on Ilya. How many fights do you have? 3?
3 pro?
Yeah. It's tough, man. He barely has 5 minutes in Octagon.
Dirty boxing is...
That doesn't count.
Yeah.
The Ice Game Network update. I bought that denim cutoff US button shirt. You got off TikTok too, bro? Yes, Kalov. Welcome to the club. Black Ross, you seem a lot more happy, Brendan. You mean just today or in general, brother? I'm doing good. Keep going down, Chin. We'll go for another... Where are we at, Chin?
113.
What'd you say?
113.
So we'll go to 12:30. 10 more minutes. Is that too long? Chin gets mad if I go too long. 10 minutes?
That's fine with me, yeah.
Let's go 10 more minutes, gang. All right, I'll get as many as I can. Where are we at here? Pub Dad, I love how you try to read every question, but this shit is so fun. It's going to get so big you're going to struggle. Nope. I'll be able to knock these out, brother. Joe Riggs says, hey, B, in my opinion, Conor can knock most out in the first few rounds. I think a lot of it depends on his stance. The Dustin 2 fight where he was heavy on that leg was awful. What do you think? Yeah, I think he's going to learn from it. I think his power is going to translate at 170, especially because he's cutting down to 70. Remember when he fought Nate, he had to come up, right, and fight at 70, but now that you're cutting down, his power could be an issue. And hopefully his speed's there, and then we're cooking. Omar, didn't TJ's shoulder go out because he started taking PEDs? No, far from that. He took EPO, which would not do any muscle growth. And he's wrestled since he was like 4 years old, so I'm sure that had to do, and all the repetitive training probably fucked his shoulder. A lot of guys have shoulder issues. Yes, Love says, Brent, if Gearhead's Gone Wild doesn't get picked up, everything of doing Pimp My Ride style show, you'd be great exhibit. No, if it doesn't get picked up, I'm good, man. I'm good. That show's a lot of work. So even to get picked up, they'd have to pay a lot more than they paid for the first 4. So if it does and it's the right money, I'm down to do it. But I'm fine either way, brother. It's a fun show, and I love all the car stuff, but TV's tough. We'll see how it goes. Where are we at?
Somewhere around here-ish.
All right.
You got it?
Yeah, I'm good. Chris says, bring the boys and them back on an episode of Food Truck Diaries as guests. That's if we bring back food trucks, dude. Scott Dopeson says, B, do you think younger fighters need to work on 1 or 2 finishing moves that they are proficient at? I feel the new gen is trying to do too much in the ring. When you say finishing moves, what do you mean, brother? You mean like a go-to like Darce choke or arm bar or a right hand or combination? What do you mean finishing moves? Abe says, Yo, B, how much cardio do you do on the daily? I still try to at least jog or run a mile or 2 miles. But if I were to wear one of those watches that track all your thing, I'm getting a good several miles in. I walk so much. Me and the fam do walks at night. I'm constantly moving, man. And then I do the fight camp stuff, which is cardio. Omar says, Ian Gary's a huge D-bag. Cocky and talks too much shit and negativity, then acts like he's a loving dude around Charles. Heart tattoo on the hand. Yeah. He's done a few things to piss people off. And you think he beats Islam, Black Ross. That'd be interesting. Bring him, Bad Boy says, I'm retiring from fighting to focus on coaching a 12-year-old that beat cancer. Oh, good for you, brother. I'm one that looked good in the gym but sloppy in the night. What advice do you have so he doesn't make the same errors? Don't rush. There's no rush to turning pro. Do grappling tournaments, wrestling tournaments, kickboxing, Muay Thai, boxing, and then get into MMA. Don't rush to get in there. Make sure you're ready to go when you get up there. Javi says, I know you like your true crime. Any podcast shows that you like? Worst Neighbor Ever is fun. I guess that's kind of crime. It's on Netflix. There's some terrible neighbors. And the way it ends, you're like, what? I don't listen to any really true crime podcasts lately because they're so long and you gotta keep up with them. I don't have that much time. Kobe says, how much longer do you see Joe calling the fights? I mean, he loves it, man. He only does the North America card, so at least another 10, right? Or, you know what? He said he's out when Dana's out. So how long do you guys think Dana's going to do it? Aztec, how do you think Tracy Cortez does next week? She's fucking tough, man. She's not a big finisher, but she's tough. Thank you, Black Ross. Rav says, Big Brown, I know you used to wager a lot. Why don't you do it anymore? What do you mean? Like I've never been a big bettor. I'd bet like Bryan or my buddies, but never on like apps and stuff. Never. It jumped. Where are we at?
Yeah. I'm going to go slowly here. There it is.
Okay, where are we at? Thank you, Mikey. Black Rock says Illa could learn from his mistakes in the Justin fight. He'd work on stamina and beat up Paddy for 5 rounds as possible. I think his biggest learning lesson from the Justin fight is having respect, you know. If he fights right, he should finish Paddy. Thanks, Mike Street. Yeah, those are facts, brother. Normac, I know you're pumped for the press conference next week. Yeah, I can't wait, dude. But let's see how, like, is it a dialed down Conor, you know? What are we going to get here? He's the one that started this whole blueprint that everyone's copying these days. So let's see if he still has it. That's going to be fun. Funny, Denim. Brandon says, looking to move across Canada, less busy place. How did you and your family find moving to another state, city, and what was the hardest part? I'll tell you what's funny about moving, right? You have all these hesitations, like, we're not going to know anyone. It's a new city, stuff like that. And then you get in your house and realize your home is where your family's at, dude. It doesn't really matter where you're at. You realize it's all the same shit. As long as you have your family and you're together, that's all that matters. It actually makes your family tighter going through all that. So I recommend it, brother. Patrick Martinez, is there any way you could still collab with Roots to fight again? Those are my boys. Jesse that owns it. I haven't talked to him in a long, long time. What happened to the chat?
I don't know. Let me just refresh it.
The chat went down on my end, kids.
We're back, Lauren.
We're back. Where are we at here? We got another 3 minutes, kids.
Somewhere around here.
Isaiah says, B, if money was an issue, your dream truck. The Shelby Super Duty Ford. Omar, would you consider taking Joe's place? I don't think they're calling me, but yes. Black Ross, yo, Brennan, you do yoga at all? No, sir. Not a fan of it. Normac, stay cool, my man. AJ says, Dana about to be done with UFC. Yeah, I'm pretty sure when Dana leaves, Rogan's leaving too. The Graphic Gorilla, I got a design meeting to get to boys. Thanks again for the shout out. You got my info now, so feel free to shoot me. Dude, you're the best, Gorilla. We love you, man. Thank you. Yeah, Travis, finishing move sounds very Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I'm not making fun of him, but it was like, I don't know. Finishing moves, what is this, Mortal Kombat? Black Ross, the cap's very hard. It's Cam Haynes. Icon, do you and Chin ever talk to Kat? I don't. Do you, Chin?
Once in a while, yeah.
No, not really.
Text.
Yeah. Seems like she's killing it, though. But I don't even know if I follow it. Like, with all the aspects, it's weird. She was like a sister to us.
It
so
does get, I don't even know. I want to like to, help her out, but I don't want to like the picture.
I know. She was like a little sister, so when you see, like, these thong pics, I'm like, all right, let's keep it moving. But she's crushing it.
She's awesome.
Kevin, thanks, brother. Yeah, I feel like I grew up, too. Omar, Ilya KO's Paddy. I'm not an Ilya fan. Just only think he's Ilya's so good. Black Ross, Dana ain't ever leaving. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. No, you're not. Denim, this is a good question, man. Denim Chicken says, does the UFC begin to fall after Dana and Joe are gone? Will the corporate takeover start destroying it? I can't imagine networks allowing fighters to say whatever they want. It's going to get weird. Does it continue? Yeah, of course. Of course. I can't imagine it without them, but it's going to get weird. Black Ross, Dana wants the limelight. He's always be the spokesman for the UFC. No, I don't think so, brother. He's probably sick of this shit. Abe says, what's the email to send you guys some t-shirt designs? The fighter and the kid shop at gmail.com. Keep going down.
That's the bottom sheet.
Well, I got through almost all of them?
Yep.
Hell yeah. That's what I try to do. Trying to get through all of them, man, so I don't leave you guys hanging. So if I miss some, I'm trying to, especially towards the end.
This thing jumps
I'm trying to get to them. They jump around. So if I miss some, I'll get you next time. J. Leah 92. Would you consider working with the UFC if they reached out? Depending on what it is. Yeah. I love the UFC. Murph says, I know there's a concern about Conor at 170. I think we forgot he fought Donald at 170. Correct. Yes, Javi Conor does look like a unit at 170. All right, that's my time, y'all. I love you guys. Dude, happy July 4th, man. Don't blow off any hands. Eat a ton of hot dogs and hamburgers for me. Be safe with the kiddos and the fam out there. And we are 8 days away from Conor McGregor, the Mystic Mac, making his return. Obviously doing all the normal shows next week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, we live. But Saturday, for the first time ever, we will do the live chat watch along for the Conor McGregor fight against Max Holloway. So tune in, y'all. It's going to be a fun one. And, yeah, this is my favorite thing of the day. So appreciate you guys. Nothing better. Happy 4th. Enjoy the time with your family. Barbecue. Don't blow off any of your hands or fingers, all right? That's it. I'm Big Brown. Hope you enjoy the new logo. Thanks to Graphic Gorilla. I'm out.